Hello, boys and girls. It's Fog. Welcome to Fog's World. This is episode 43. We have our item elevator done. Look at that, isn't it pretty? All right, but what we need to do now is we need to do the mob trap. And now, if I were doing this in the overworld, it would be really easy. I'd build a big mob trap over there and have them all fall down and die, and then water push all the drops over to here and into there, and we'd be good. This is not the overworld. This is still the Nether, despite the fact that it doesn't really look much like it. This is the Nether, and that means we don't have water. Water is not a luxury that we can enjoy here. No, so what that means is we have to move the items ourselves. We have to find a way to push them around. And so we could do two things. We could have the items drop, have the pigs drop and die, and then move the items over to this hole. Or what would be easier would be to move the pigs over this hole and drop them so that they die right there. Much easier. Much, much easier. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to build a single drop point right here that is high enough that any pigs that fall in are going to die. Now, fall damage in Minecraft is computed by the formula of number of blocks minus 3. Zombie pigmen have a hit point count of 20, like most mobs in the game. So that means we have to drop them at least 23 blocks. However, occasionally we're going to get the random spawn with armor, and in order to compensate for that, I want to drop them farther. I'm going to be a little conservative. I'm going to build this up 25 blocks from the drop point. So I guess the right way to say that is I'm going to build it up 24 blocks from this spot. Well, yeah, because I also need to account for the fact that sometimes this piston is going to have pushed this block right there. So it's actually this block that matters. So I'm going to go 25. I'm going to be conservative. So I'm going to build a tower, a drop chute 25 blocks high. I'm going to do just one side so that I know how high to go, and then I'll ender pearl down and do the other two. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the luxury of... gosh, those guys are loud, aren't they? Oh well. We don't have the luxury of water here, so sucks to be us. Give me a nice big stack. There we go. And then these guys, we just go right up here. This part's easy, huh? So we're going to get this right up to the correct height. We're going to do exactly the same thing, or I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side there. I'll probably do that off camera, though. You don't really want to watch me build two of these, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a mob trap over here on this side, and I'm going to build exactly the same mob trap over there on that side, so that there will be two mob traps here. Okay, so now that we're up here, this is the correct height. Now we need to build the drop chute. And the way we're going to do this, we're going to build a funnel essentially that funnels all these guys right to this point. Now there's a lot of different ways that we could move the pigs. I experimented with a lot of different ones. I'm going to end up doing it with a very simple design using pressure plates and pistons. Whoops, that's not what I want. I didn't bring any pistons. Of course I didn't. That would be too easy. All right, back down we go. I'm going to build a design using pistons, sticky pistons. I'm going to need some sticky pistons here. Oh, no, not using sticky pistons for this. What was I thinking? Give me a second. Let me check my notes. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I actually do need about a stack and a half of sticky pistons, and I don't have that here. So give me a minute. I'm gonna go run and get some sticky pistons. I will be back. All right, I'm back. I've got some sticky pistons on me now. Actually, I have more than I need. Somehow, though, I need to get back up where I was. We can give this a shot. Hopefully, this will work. Oh, look at that! I made it. I almost didn't, but I made it. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use these guys set to 2. And the reason I'm setting them to 2 is because, whoops, hold on. What am I thinking? It's got to go there. The reason they're being set to 2 is because I want to eliminate the possibility of having glitched pistons. So this guy goes here, and we come out to the other side here, and we pray we don't fall off, and we do that, and this guy goes right there. Now, eventually I'm going to put a block in front of him, and that's going to do the pushing. Now, I thought about doing this design with non-sticky pistons. The problem with non-sticky pistons is they occasionally will push straight through mobs instead of actually pushing the mobs. And what I really need is I need to push the mobs for sure. We're going to have a lot of pigs here, and they're going to all get funneled into this one area, so this thing really does need to push them. So I'm going to need a solid block there. There's really no two ways around that. Definitely need a solid block. The other concern is I don't want this thing to glitch out, so that's why I'm using repeaters with a 2-tick delay here, because then that will make it much less likely that these things will get stuck in a spot where they've left the block. You know, sometimes you can get stuck where you leave a full block. Whoops. Okay. You can end up getting that block left right in that position there. And putting this at 2 ticks makes that less likely to happen. It's still not impossible. We may need to come in here and repair from time to time, but it should make it less likely. So that was the consideration there. Now I'm a little bit concerned. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to build this funnel in survival mode. It could be pretty difficult. In fact, now that I think about it, I probably should have brought a fair amount of scaffolding with me. Maybe I should go back down and get that. Well, let's see what we can do without it first. And if I have to, I'll go back down and get some scaffolding. So yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm going to end up doing the building technique here with these guys. I do know that I want to do this, though. I want to remove this guy because I'm going to try and conserve these blocks a little bit. I don't really need a full block there. A half block will do. You'll notice I haven't put this block here yet. I don't want the pusher block there. Oh, the other consideration with having a solid pusher block, I could put a piece of glass there. And indeed, if I were doing an XP farm, I would put glass there. Because I don't want to I wouldn't want to introduce any suffocation damage into the system. But in this case, I want it to be a solid block because in the event that a mob gets glitched into the block, I want the mob to suffocate so that the system will reset itself. That's the same reason I'm using stone pressure pads instead of wood, because I don't want items to result in glitched pistons. Where if I were to use wood here, then an item could land there and leave that piston extended, which I don't want. The other reason for doing half slabs here is that half slabs are transparent blocks and don't conduct redstone, so I'm going to be able to stack these guys a little closer than I would otherwise. So for instance, I can put that there and build right up on top of it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need some scaffolding. Let me go down and get some scaffolding. Sorry, guys. Let's see, what do I have here? I don't think I brought any. Well, I got some dirt. Yeah, I guess that's just going to have to do me for now. It's going to have to do. Okay, well, dirt it is. Let's See if we can get back up there again. I feel like I'm pressing my luck every time I do this. Alright, let's see. Can we get it? Oh, I missed. I totally missed. It's gonna fall, but I'm gonna shoot first. Ha! Well, yeah, that works. I'm in the glass block. Oh, that's great. There we go. Yes, you can throw ender pearls right through glass and end up right inside a glass block. All the more reason to have built this out of glass, because then you won't suffocate if you get stuck in the middle of it. Okay, well, it is time for me to start building up. And I think I'm going to start with a block right here. This is going to get a little tricky. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back and remove all the scaffolding after the fact, I think. How am I going to do this? I got to remember how to build this thing. Let's see. Coming over here. Oh, yeah. I remember now. I don't want this here. I don't want this here. Okay, what I want is some glass. Because we're going to do this. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And then we're going to put this platform here. Yeah. Let me get a bunch of pressure plates here. I'm going to have to go back for some more slabs too. I don't have enough with me. But this will be enough to get things started and get my initial building done. Now, I also don't want to build the entire thing out of these pressure plate redstone contraptions, because every time one of these repeaters lights up, it actually is going to create a lighting update, and that can lead to some lag. I'm on a pretty powerful machine, so I'm not terribly worried about that. If you are, then maybe consider going a slightly different route. You could do this with tripwires, but tripwires tend to get glitched for when you get in this narrow. It was too easy for the mobs to get stuck inside the tripwires. So that's why I chose not to go with tripwires for this. Believe me, I had thought about it. I had considered it, but I decided against it. Okay, let's see. How do I go up from here? This gets a little bit nasty. This gets a little nasty. Another thing that I have to consider is anything that is exposed that isn't glass needs to be coated with slabs so that we don't have things spawning on top of them. So he comes up there. There's a guy here. Yeah, that's right. Let's remove this again. All right, this is the next pusher level right here. Out like this. Right. Okay, so we need more pressure plates. Actually, I need so many more pressure plates than that. I'm going to need more than this even. Now, eventually we need to create this. We need to get this into a situation where we've got a funnel that is 2 deep and 15 wide, because that's the size of my mob grinder that I'm going to build. These need to be solid blocks right here so they'll conduct, so that we can do that. And then these guys come off Whoa, hello. Stop that, please. Yeah. This is the delicate part. This is the part where I have to really, really think. We need you and you, right? Right. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is, it's going to take me a while to get this all lined up the way I want it. You go here and you go there. And then we do the same on the other side. You go there and you go there. And we remove you. Like that. And let's pop you up to the top. And this is our next level right here. Okay. And this is just a single deep guy, right? Oh, this gets so difficult, people. Making this work out just the right way. It's so much easier to do this in creative mode. This is just so much easier in creative mode. And I need to be extra careful because this is a hardcore world, and so if I fall to my death, it's over. I've got to start all over again. So I need to be very careful about that. So this guy comes off of here, basically, right here. Is that right? No, that's too high, isn't it? That's too high. Okay, let's try this again. Here, do it like this. Go above you. And we go one more. Or is it just right? No, it's just right here. It's just right here, isn't it? Yeah, it's right here. Now again, I can get away with doing half slabs here because half slabs don't, top slabs won't conduct redstone. If you tried to do this with full slabs, it would not work because if you powered this block right there, the one that I just pressed, that would create a bud state on the block below. But because we're using slabs, top slabs, we don't have that problem. All right, here we go. Let's finish this part. Okay, and then we go. This guy is going to be built off of here, right? Off of that, yes. And then we come, this guy. Right here, like this. He goes straight across, right? Let me double check this, because this is my, yeah, this is right. This is right. Okay. Yep. Yep, that should do it. All right, at this point, we've gone back as far as we need to go because I need 2 blocks space between the tower and my mob grinder's center, the center chute, because the pusher, that mechanism that I'm going to build up there is 2 blocks wide. So at this point, we're not going out any farther. And for that reason, I need to coat this with slabs. Like that, right? Yeah. Okay, we go here, and we're going to go like that. Do the same thing on the other side. And let me make sure I'm symmetrical with where I put that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Put it right there. That should be good. Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoops. I went back too far. That's not good. Yep, I went back too far. Okay. And I put it on the wrong side. Gosh darn it. Just to appease my sense of symmetric building, we're going to do that. Right. This guy is going up here. We're going to put a slab there. We'll get rid of those two. Come up here. Boom. Okay, so now we're at the next level. So we're going to build this just right around like this. And you go here. And then we're going to pull you over. And we do the same thing actually. Oh no! Thank you, Feather Falling. Appreciate that. Well, while I'm down here, let's collect some materials. And that is why we wear the Feather Falling boots. Oh, oh, heart's racing. How many times is that going to happen, people? Oh, about that many. Oh, no. Oh. There's another death, people. I guess I got to be more careful. All right. Well, we'll build it back and tell you what. Let me build the rest of the funnel off camera, and then I will talk to you in a minute. All right, well, we're back where we fell to our deaths. I've rebuilt it. It took a lot less time to rebuild this time around since it was fresh in my mind. We do have a little bit of business to attend to before we continue. We're now at 9 deaths in Fog's world. Oh well. But that's okay. That's all right. Got me a case of the munchies here. Yeah, well, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. When I rebuilt it this time, I decided instead I would leave off the pressure plates for now. And so I'm building everything except the pressure plates, and I think that's a better way to go because it lets me see what it is I'm doing, which, as you can imagine, is pretty useful. Okay, so we need to go up another level here. And all right, we now have an opening that is 15 wide. And now what we need to do is start with the actual mob trap. We also have to complete the funnel down there. And I don't have the materials I need, so I'm going to have to go back down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lay my pressure plates at this point. At least on one of the sides. I can't easily do both. So let's do the one. That goes there, and this one goes there, and it pushes me off right to here. Yep. There we go. Now, can I hit that without dying? I think so. Got it. Excellent. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. falling. Okay. That's actually a bit of a problem there. Nah, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. All right, now the tricky part. We are going to have to put this in, and we're going to have to... Oh, it's already there. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. There we go. And now we are going to fall. Actually, if I hold shift, I should be able to hang onto the edge. Oh, we've got this guy here. All right, at this point, I am going to fall, but I'm going to count on my feather falling boots to save me. And they did. Excellent. Now, unless I'm mistaken, I should be able to ender pearl right through here. Come on, let me through. All right, I give up. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll carve our way out. Okay, that funnel is now complete. And now it is on to the mob trap itself. I guess I didn't need that after all. Let's go take a look at it. Pretty, isn't it? Isn't that cool looking? Unless I'm mistaken, we should already have some pigs spawning up there soon. Whoa. Who's shooting at me? Who's shooting? What? Oh, he spawned up there, the little booger. Of course he did. Oh, you idiot. I hate you. He's out of range, too. I can't reach him. No, this is not good. Don't you do that. You know, just... Ah, you're gonna mess up all my glass, too, if I'm not careful. Ah, you stupid... Ah, didn't count on that. Don't you mess it up. We got pigs up there, though. See, I got those, I got those, got that. I gotta get up there. I gotta get up there quick. Where'd he go? Did he despawn? He must have. Phew. You booger. I hate you. He's gone. Okay. I don't think we sustained any damage. Oh, shoot. Are they covered? Ah, those needed to have slabs on them. Drat. Well, there's nothing for it but to go down and do it. And can I get back up there? I don't know. Hit it, please. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like a boss. Okay. What we need now is we're going to put a row of buttons here. And above that, we're going to put two or three blocks worth of vines. I think we're going to do 2. I think 2's enough. Whoop, not you. Now the point of the vines, of course, is to reset any fall damage from the zombie pigmen from above, because if we don't do that, then they will fall. They will die on our platforms down there, and we don't want that. We want them to live onto by the time they land on these pressure plates, so that the pressure plates can push them to the fall that where we actually want to kill them. And yeah, vines look really, really sickly in the Nether. They look awful. They look really bad in the Nether. All right, now you don't need to put a button there. It would just get knocked off by this guy anyway. because the worst that can happen is this vine will grow into that spot, and then when this piston moves, it'll knock it right off again, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't need to be there. But you do need buttons on all these others. The buttons stop the vines from growing farther down. We don't want them to grow beneath there, otherwise it'd fill this whole thing up with vines, which I guess might not be such a bad thing, but it would clog things up pretty bad. So we're not going to do that. So on reflection, I decided I'm going to do 3 layers of vines, not 2, because it's going to help these guys work out. My math on these guys is going to work out better if I do that. Okay, so we've got our funnel complete, we've got our break complete. The next thing we need to do is our spawn floors. Next up, what we're going to build out here, we're going to build a block there, and we're going to attach a hook right there. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And here, I'll completely build one of these sides to show you how this works. Oh, not you, not you. Good thing I was holding shift. There we go. All right. So the way this is going to work is this is all going to have redstone on top of it eventually. It doesn't yet because I don't want to get pushed off. But once I run redstone from there all the way across the top, then whenever anything's in this tripwire, these pistons below will push. And zombie pigmen spawn as packs, which means there's a group of them will spawn at once here. So it's okay, it's not likely that there will be that these will be extended already when something spawns here. Down below, we couldn't use just regular pistons because the likelihood of getting something stuck in them was very high. Here, the likelihood is not nearly so high. It still will happen on occasion, but it's not frequent enough that I care about it. And it's worth it to me to save the materials cost here. Obviously, we're going to do exactly the same thing on this side. And yeah, this build is a beast when it comes to raw materials. This is pretty cheap as far as a single spawning floor goes, but the build in its entirety, because there are going to be 15 spawning floors on this side, and of course there's going to be a mirror image of this whole mob grinder on the other side as well. So yeah, it's a big build, no doubt. No question, but it is very big. Whoops, not there. There. Oh, guess what I forgot to do? There we go, we're all hooked up. Okay, now once we've got this done, then all we need to do is very carefully jump onto there. Oh, no, not like that, not like that. No! Oh dear. Oh, can you say really foolish? Phew! Thank you once again, Feather Falling Boots. There we go. Whew! Okay, stop scaring myself. Man. Okay. There is something. Yeah, there's a tripwire where it shouldn't be, right there. It is definitely a problem when you deal with tripwires. Okay, so this wire down there is live. If I walk into that, which I can do safely as long as I hold shift, I'm safe if I hold shift because I'm on top of the vines here, and the vines will catch me and keep me from falling. So, like I said, if I walk into that now, it will push me out. Okay, so we're going to do this. Shoot. That works. That works. So much easier to do this in creative mode, let me tell you. So much easier in creative mode. And that level is live. And now we just need to build another one on top of it. And that is pretty easy to do. So I've done two spawning layers at this point. Now, the only part on this that I need to worry about things, I could stop right here. The only part that I need to worry about spawning things is this redstone. So when I get to the very top, all I have to do, if I've built, 15 levels just like this, all I have to do at the end is that. That's all I have to do. That is sufficient to keep things from spawning anywhere except on the spawn platforms. So at this point we have 2 spawn levels done. We're ready to actually give this a test. This should actually work at this point. It'll work slowly because we don't have very many levels, but it will work. So let's go ahead and test it out. Actually, we could just stay here. That would work as well. But the more efficient thing to do is to go to the top, because from the top, turn this on. Whoops, no, not you. Why do I have you there? Don't need you. That's my clock. There we go. That is our first gold nugget created by our mob trap. Oh, looks like we had another pig spawn down there. Yeah, those pistons do get jammed up a bit, and when you only have 1 or 2 levels, that's a real problem. When you've got 15 of them on each side, while it's a nuisance, it's something I can live with. The occasional jam isn't gonna hurt me. Oh, here comes some more. Look at that, we got more gold and more zombie pig flesh. Awesome. And we can just stand right here and wait for the gold. Well, guys, I'm going to build the rest of those levels off camera. You really don't want to watch me build those, do you? And I think we're going to have to end the episode here because I have to run. I've got some things I got to do, and I'm running late. That death set me back a bit. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you liked this, please hit that like button. It helps people find me, and it makes me happy. So please consider that. If you didn't like it, don't hit the button. That's cool too. Anyway, thanks for being along with me, and we will talk to you again next time.